try and chip someone at the second level.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And this game is... It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is DJ Reed returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. On first down, Carson. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 18-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. On 3rd down, Carson, but he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.